In this video, the Scorched have returned. They got their powers back and the Viscerator's revenge is about to be unleashed. Alrighty then, this is a comic book review of The Scorched, issue number 38, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. So previously in The Scorched, Jessica and the team are beaten, bloodied, and dying on the ground. Only a miracle can save them. But before we can go forward, we gotta go back a little bit and get a little flashback of Jessica Priest. During that time when the Scorched and team and everyone from heaven and hell had no powers, this is what it meant to Jessica. More than anything, she wanted to live a normal life. No killing, no powers, and no enemies trying to hunt her down. Just a boring, simple existence where she could focus and take care of her little girl, her daughter, spend some quality time with her. But Al Simmons warned her that once they were in this life, there was no going back. Losing her powers recently got her no closer to the life she wanted. And now, thanks to this group of assholes and a bunch of dark wizards known as the Black Brotherhood, she's gonna enjoy making these mofos pay for what they did to her. And now that her powers are back, she didn't want them back, but now they are there, she is pissed. And she's also betting that Redeemer feels the exact same way, because when he gets pissed, his enemies, their enemies, everyone's enemies that he finds his enemies, usually dies. The weird thing is, after fighting at his side all this time, she doesn't even know his name. But she knows one thing, and one thing is clear: she's glad he's on their side. So as this fight goes on, she spawns like, yo, Kilgore, we gotta take out the Black Brotherhood. You free medieval Spawn. And Kilgore's like, okay, I'm human, all of my hunt ectoplasm is gone. I don't even know how to free the brother right now. But for Jessica Priest, she's got her own complication to solve. And Viscerator is like, come heroes, I've been patiently waiting for all of you. To kill medieval Spawn will be thrilling. But to kill his friends first, before his eyes, that'll be all the more satisfying, more pleasurable as she morphs and transforms into more of an abomination. And this is the Viscerator. She is the sister to the Clown, to the Violator, an arch enemy of medieval Spawn. And Viscerator is like, yes, I've been holding back, observing, testing you, but no more. I got to go viscerating style right now. But before we can see the Viscerate and the Scorched, not too far away we see where Mark Rosen is at, because in the previous issue he was captured by the Brotherhood, and now they seem to unleash his plans, or they want to tell him what's going on. So they tell him, unfortunate for you, considering what I have planned for you, I am the Katana Vignola, the Supreme High Priest, the Lord Imperator of the Black Brotherhood. And Mark is like, you guys are just crazy, you guys are insane. And of course in their mind, they're gonna tell Mark, it's strange for those to comprehend and distort our reality because you just can't understand it, but it's your own failures that have led you to this, alright? And that's why we need to open your skull. We can't have you escaping again. And that is a key word, again. And Mark catches that too. What do you mean by that? What do you mean again? The High Priest is like, look, there's something special about you. Special enough that John of York, medieval Spawn, is able to access your consciousness to hide from us within your brain space. I don't expect to find my answers, and if not, you'll be eliminated. Then where will medieval Spawn's aura retreat to? Medieval Spawn occupies your consciousness, yet you did not share the same thoughts with him. Perhaps York thought that separation would help conceal him, but it won't though. I suppose there's no harm in telling you a secret that you can take to your grave. Medieval Spawn, he is unlike all the other hell spawns, nor is our brotherhood like other religions. We are aware between the war between heaven and hell, but we don't care about that. We don't want no part of that. We just simply want their power. And medieval is the means to achieving that power. We spent decades formulating our plan to capture him. Once imprisoned, we kept him alive, far beyond his supernatural lifespan, so we can siphon his energies indefinitely. But we got complacent, and your friend, John of York, mysteriously disappeared. Our search for him came to fruition when he appeared here in your time, battling the most recent Spawn incarnation. And he's referencing in Spawn issue number 304, which we did cover on this channel. Just type in Spawn 304, and I can also put the link in description too if you like. And if I forget to do so with the upload of this video, comment below, I will put the link in there my damn self and I'll pin it to the top. So the high priest continued, York must have held back a small sliver of his energy from us, then finally amassed enough of it to escape from us and into you. But I've gone too far, forgive me. It's time to cut open your head and let us remove your brain. So Cardinal Vignola, the high priest, is warned that the dead zones have opened, and those with powers from heaven and hell, they're now reactivated and they're on the floor out there doing the damn thing. And the high priest like, say no more. We'll leave Mr. Rosen. As it appears, I must depart. Fate has granted you a reprieve for now, but let me leave you with this warning. Never forget what these spawn creatures are. Who gave them their powers? Hell means to dominate us all. More important, now that we know John of York hides in you, if he does so again and you let him, we'll behead you at that exact moment. And this freaks Mark out. So back on the dance floor where the battle was happening, the Viscerator is about to eviscerate. It wasn't enough that they had to fight an insanely powerful Viscerator. They also had to deal with her hood priest that she reanimated, little buglings that she could just, create, and it's more of them to fight. But bringing them back as her monstrous servants, and they're just pissed that they have to do all this right now. So She-Spawn asks Kilgore for help, and Kilgore's like, I can't. I drained too much of my energy trying to access this place. So Redeemer has to step it up, and Redeemer's like, fine by me. And he blasts off all this energy, disintegrating them. So Redeemer tells She-Spawn to turn away and close her eyes so you don't see none of this smoke, because it ain't directed at you, but I don't want you to see all this. So Viscerator gets all pissed like, my children, you've killed them, but more shall come. And then She-Spawn gets on top of her back, not like that, and she tells her, then after we kill you, we'll get to kill those too. And she decapitates her head using them chains. And She-Spawn's like, yeah, I cut off her head, so what? But I've learned never to get cocky when you're dealing with anything from the bowels of hell. They seem to exist with their own set of rules, including how or when they survive or not. It's so, you can't take anything for granted over here. So in this case, she quickly regenerated herself, leaving She-Spawn asking herself, can this damn thing even be killed? But Redeemer knows one thing, it can't regrow itself if there's nothing left to regrow. And he blasts off with another energy blast, and that is a sick panel right there. So after that, the smoke settles and everyone's like, yo man, can we become channel members of RatedComics.com? Can we buy this brother some coffee? What? I will not be opposed to coffee, but one thing I'm definitely not opposed to, if you like and subscribe to Rated Comics YouTube channel. But we're gonna get right back into it. So Kilgore asks if she's dead, and She-Spawn's like, who knows? But it's gone for now, and for now, we will take that. I will retrieve Rosen back over there. Kilgore, salvage what you can of Overkill, because Overkill's there too, and Redeemer, see if you can free Medieval Spawn from those shackles. And Redeemer's like, okay, once we do all that, then what? Then we can go home, says She-Spawn. So later on, the Scorched headquarters, Kilgore asks Jessica Priest if she wants to grab some beers with them. They want to relax and unwind, and Redeemer tells Daniel, look, man, leave her alone. I think she wants to be left alone. I don't think she feels like celebrating much, and she's looking at a picture on her phone. We're going to tie it back to the beginning of the issue because she throws that picture up against the fireplace, shattering the glass, and what she wanted was, more than anything, all she asked for was a normal life that she is deprived of, because having no powers gave her that semblance of a potential normal life. But once she's part of that life, you're part of that life, bruh. And that is it. That is it for the Scorched. Issue number 38, where the Scorched have returned, so have their powers, and the Viscerator revenge was unleashed. But it didn't last very long, kind of like the pump and dump on prom night or something like that. But what you guys think in the comic book, comment below, let me know. Also, link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other limited print rated comic exclusives to add to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. And with all that being said, thank you again for watching. Until the next upload.